Welcome to the Polytechnic University of the Philippines, the country's first Polytechnic U. PUP is a state-run university governed by the Republic Act 8292, known as the Higher Education Modernization Act of 1997, and its implementing rules and regulations contained in the Commission on Higher Education Memorandum Circular No. 4, Series of 1997. It is home to more than 70,000 students, making it the largest state university in the Philippines in terms of student population. It is the university's commitment to give qualified and talented students access to quality and responsive education to aid them in the achievement of their dreams and the improvement of their lives. True to its commitment of making education accessible to all, the university has strategically established campuses and branches all over Luzon. boasts of its roster of 1,483 full-time and part-time faculty members and 707 administrative employees. The faculty members and employees perform the collective goal of training, servicing, and supporting the university's stakeholders. From its humble beginnings in 1904, PUP was originally established as the Manila Business School primarily for the training of personnel for government service and to provide skills suited for private employment. 4 years later, the Manila Business School was renamed Philippine School of Commerce or PSC and merged with the Philippine Normal School from 1933 to 1946. Through the virtue of Republic Act 778, PSC was renamed to Philippine College of Commerce or PCC in 1952. In April 1, 1978, PCC was converted into a chartered state university now known as the Polytechnic University of the Philippines by virtue of Presidential Decree Number 1341. PUP truly has come a long way from a business school to a premier polytechnic university, the very first in the country. Every year, around 50,000 graduating high school students, mostly from economically challenged families, take the Polytechnic University of the Philippines College Entrance Test or PUPSET and hope to become one of the 10,000 who will be given a chance to be new PUPians. At present, the university offers more than 80 programs in the graduate and undergraduate levels with its strategic direction of making the colleges vertically articulated. Graduate School, College of Accountancy and Finance, College of Arts and Letters, College of Architecture and Fine Arts, College of Business Administration, College of Communication, College of Computer and Information Sciences, College of Education, College of Engineering, College of Law, College of Political Science and Public Administration, College of Social Sciences and Development, College of Science, College of Tourism, Hospitality and Transportation Management, College of Human Kinetics, Institute of Technology. PUP further strengthens its open university system through expanded tertiary education equivalency and accreditation program and the non-traditional system program. It caters to borderless educational system that aims to reach many learners as possible. For more than a century of existence, countless outstanding achievements have raised PUP to the level of a national comprehensive university. With a vision to transform the university into an epistemic community, PUP subscribes to the idea that a university should have an extensive research and extension development culture. Each year, PUP surpasses national passing rate in licensure examinations and ranks among the top in different academic disciplines. PUP has also institutionalized academic exchange and international cooperation with various countries all over the world through its Office of International Affairs. Today, PUP is relishing its successes and its students are enjoying unprecedented academic opportunities. An enhanced campus environment, upgraded colleges, state-of-the-art technology, and nationally and internationally recognized programs. It has gone far from what it was more than a century ago. This is mainly due to the support given by the government, the PUP community, and its benefactors. With the combined efforts, PUP will continue to be a partner in nation building and in poverty alleviation for the marginalized sector of the society, with quality, responsive, and relevant education as a tool. PUP, the country's first Polytechnic U.
Allow me to share with you my vision for the university. I envision PUP to become the pioneering and leading national polytechnic university in the 21st century. With a national polytechnic university status, it will bring more opportunities for the university to further strengthen its academic programs and improve organizational performance as an institution for higher education. In pursuit for this vision, My mission for PUP is for it to recognize its catalytic role for national development. PUP will ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities through a re-engineered polytechnic education. By re-engineering, we look into the existing processes and programs in order to achieve higher quality of academic programs and services following the principles of effectiveness and efficiency. With this mission in mind, I have formulated 10 pillars as my reform agenda for the university. Pillar 1. Dynamic, transformational, and responsible leadership. Empower academic and administrative leaders by following the core principles of good governance to create collective growth and unity. Here I would like to highlight an innovation by introducing the development of an integrity management plan to assess, plan, and implement anti-corruption strategies that will secure the institution against corruption and abuse. Likewise, asset management and resource generation will be aggressively pursued to ensure productivity and finance the implementation of the plans and projects for the university. Pillar 2. Responsive and innovative curricula and instruction. We aim to provide world-class polytechnic education that responds to national and global needs by developing intellectually challenging curricula and design academic programs that are based on industry demands to provide the learners with adequate and relevant competencies and skills and prepare them for a successful and rewarding careers. In a rapidly changing world, we recognize the paradigm shift in curriculum to outcome-based education with lifelong learning approach. Pillar 2 also sits on the framework of internationalization of Philippine higher education through transnational education by promoting academic mobility among faculty and students and global dimension into the curricula and teaching process. Pillar 3. Enabling and productive learning environment. Following education in Industry 4.0, we aim to increase and enhance the use of new technology to enable student learning and engagement, as well as advanced teaching process and methodology through new and state-of-the-art facilities that will support the overall learning and teaching experience in the university. Pillar 3 likewise includes campus development and the provision of conducive learning centers and facilities for students and faculty. Pillar 4. Holistic student development and engagement. We will empower students as well as rounded learners and active young leaders as we open opportunities for various academic mobility and venues for honing skills and personal development, being the principal stakeholder of the university. Recognize academic freedom as a form of self-expression and a platform to showcase students' intellect, skills, and creativity. Pillar 5. Empowered faculty members and employees. Likewise, we are looking into the holistic development of our faculty and employees as productive, competent, and experts in their respective fields. We will encourage our faculty roster through formal education, capacity building, research and extension initiatives, faculty immersion, and other academic engagements, both local and abroad. We will ensure that both our faculty and employees will have a vibrant career development path as public servants in this state university. Pillar 6. Vigorous research production and utilization. We will continue to strengthen the research culture in the university by promoting discovery and innovation through increasing disciplinary and collaborative research integration across academic disciplines to create new knowledge, utilize research findings, and develop innovative products. Pillar 7. Global academic standards and excellence. Achieve the highest levels of recognition in quality and compliance standards from CHED, AACUP, and other international accrediting and regulatory bodies for higher education. We will intensify our efforts to achieve and sustain better academic performance and continue to excel as a top-performing school in various professional licensure examinations and produce board top-notchers, as well as sustain our status of being the most preferred graduates of employers. Likewise, we aim to establish and to be recognized as centers of development and excellence in our academic programs. Pillar 8. Synergistic, productive, strategic networks and partnerships. Synergize and forge strategic linkages and partnerships across all sectors of society and the global community in line with the overall plans and programs of the university. Establish alliance with the government, industry sector, NGOs, and the academe will lead to resource sharing, program support, and research collaborations beneficial for all. Pillar 9. Active and sustained stakeholders engagement. Harness a healthy and harmonious organization by empowering all its stakeholders, both internal and external, through open communication networks, consultative and participative undertakings, and team-building activities, recognizing that all stakeholders can greatly contribute towards the betterment of the university. Pillar 10. Sustainable social development programs and projects. Expand access to education, knowledge building, and information dissemination through sharing of expertise and resources for community development. Support inclusivity approach in education by embarking on Education on Wheels, which aims to bring access to education closer to communities, following the principle of no one will be left behind. As the University of the People, we should bring the university closer to their hearts to serve their needs and extend assistance in mainstreaming public service. Our institution must continue to stand as one for the values that we have inculcated. For the past 115 years, we have exemplified our quest for truth, excellence, equity, relevance, effectiveness, integrity, and academic freedom. Lastly, I call upon each and everyone to join me in this journey. Together we stand as one para sa sintang paaralan para sa ating bayan.
Welcome back, schoolmates! Nagbabalik ang paborito niyong online tambayan. Dito lang yan sa Pamantasan. Ako si Zed.
Maghahatid kaalaman ng everything you had to know. Ako si El.
Tampok ang mga nakaka-proud at buwan ng PUP yan. Saka naman si Sir Dennis.
Lahat ng latest, trending, ito sa Facebook na bang. Ako naman si Pa.
At muli niyo kami makakasama dito lang sa Pinakausap-usapan sa Pamantasan. High school
Wow!
ayan. Kamusta naman kayo dyan?
Yes! Siyempre, malamig.
Daming yes, ah.
At masaya, siyempre. O, kayo ba?
Oh, so inspired ako. Kami naman saan? Marami kami ginagawa pag-Burma.
Oh, siyempre.
Pero kinakaya, laban. Laban lang.
Tama. Marami din naman kasi tayong natututunan.
Correct.
Diba?
Naku, alam nyo, kakayanin nyo yan.
Oh.
Kasi itong mga student leaders natin, kinakaya.
Sino
Oo.
yan, ma'am?
Academics plus student service.
Wow,
mismo.
Kaya nga natulong.
Kilalanin natin sila sa
Organic!
Hi schoolmates! Ako si Elijah San Fernando, ang bagong presidente ng Sentral na Konseho ng Mag-aaral. Sentral na Konseho ng Mag-aaral ang pinakamataas na student government sa PUP Main Campus. Since 1983 pa nag-e-exist ang mga student councils. Tungkulin ng Sentral na Konseho ng Mag-aaral na magbigay ng mga aktibidad na maglilinang sa kagalingan at mga interes ng mga eskolar ng bayan. sa pagsusulong ng Students' Rights and Welfare, isa sa pangunahing proyekto ngayon ng Sentral na Konseho ng Mag-aaral ay ang pagpapatayo ng mga student centers, student areas, para sa mga eskolar ng bayan at mga organisasyon sa ating sintang paaralan. Pinili naming paglingkuran ng mga eskolar ng bayan sapagkat naniniwala kami na sa pamamagitan ng Konseho ng Mag-aaral ay makapagbibigay kami ng mga proyekto at aktibidad na siyang maglilinang ng kakayahan at mga interes ng mga kapwa natin eskolar ng bayan. As the highest student body in PUP Main Campus, it is our duty to uphold the rights and interests of the whole student. Dito na papasok yung buong layunin ng Sentral na Konseho ng Mag-aaral bilang representante ng mas malawak na hanay ng mga eskolar ng bayan. Kami ang Sentral na Konseho ng Mag-aaral, certified or galing.
Tatak sa pagiging mabuting ehemplo para sa mga scholar ng bayan.
Tama, pero syempre, ito hindi lang basta estudyante, yung mga nagsisilbi ng mga ganyan, meron din naman tayong kilalang good example, no? Balita ko, nakamustahan mo yan last time, sir.
Wow, updated ka dyan, ha?
Well, kasi may vlog ka na eh.
I know, right? Please follow Dennis Dumrique sa YouTube. Anyway.
Vlog.
Pero anyway, totoo yan, ano? Isa lang naman siya sa mga pride ng PUP. At, syempre pa sa larangan din ng broadcast journalism.
Alam niyo, kilala ko yan.
Ay,
Bakit naman, ma'am?
Dating host yan ng PUP TV season.
Ay,
pinapanood ko yun. Nandito na siya.
Siya naging bayan
Sabi na nga ba eh.
Anyway, sino ba yun?
Nakasama natin yan si Kuya L.A.
Totoo.
Yes, true yan, Ma'am Yel. O siya, kilalanin na natin siya sa ating Sofa Session presents
L.A. Santos!
Halina't kumustahin at kilalanin ang mga nakaka-proud at huwarang PUP alumni. Ako si Sir Dennis at ito ang Sofa Session, Scholar ng Bayan noon, Scholar para sa Bayan ngayon. Tampok sa ating unang usapan ay isang
Broadcast Journalist Graduate Batch 2013, nakilala bilang isa sa mga host ng unang season ng Pinakausap-usapan sa Pamantasan. At ngayon, siya ay isa sa pinakabatang radio correspondent sa kanilang istasyon.
nagbabalita at makikibalita sa atin. Please welcome L.A. Santos! Hello! Kumusta naman, Sir L.A.?
Ayun, okay pa naman at buhay na buhay pa.
Ayun, gusto ko yun. Buhay na buhay pa. Proceed, let me just say congratulations sa achievement mo, no, bilang isang broadcast journalist. So, mayroon tayong mga katanungan, Sir L.A. First question, let's start by telling your story. Ano yung mga namimiss mo sa PUP or bilang isang PUP yan?
Siyempre, FEWA!
Pewa. So, aside from Pewa, ano pa yung mga namimiss mo sa PUP?
E di siyempre, yung kultura natin.
Ano bang sa tingin mo yung culture ng PUP na unique na nagagamit mo ngayon sa
Aba.
iyong work?
Tinuruan tayo maging mandirigma at magtiis sa mahabang pila!
Yun, tama. O, kasi
O hindi paninira yun ha?
Exactly.
Ano yan, parang...
compliment.
Oo, sa loob pa lamang ng paralan natin, tinuturuan na tayong ako ano man yung mangyayari, posibilidad na mangyayari sa hinaharap, nararamdaman na natin.
Correct. Oo. Saka tinuturuan tayo maging patient, diba?
Yun, So, balikan yung mga prof.
Grabe!
Pwede!
O, sige nga. Paano ba? Hindi, joke lang.
Ako, personally, hindi naman ako nakaramdam talaga ng, alam mo, sama na loob. Siguro may mga prof talaga na stricto, yung terror kung tawagin.
Oo.
Pero pagka natapos yung course nyo, natapos yung subject mo na yun, ngayon nasa trabaho ka na,
Oo.
ma-realize mo na, may punto pala siya kung ba't siya ganun.
Yes, totoo. Galing. Next question naman natin. How did PUP shape you for your career?
So, round shape. Siguro tinuruan niya akong maging matapang. Yung maging matapang kapag dating sa, yung realidad.
Yes.
Parang hindi ka basta susuko. Kasi sa atin, dito ang training sa atin, siguro sa College of Communication din na, hindi porket wala, hindi mo na gagawin. Gagawa ka talaga ng paraan.
Parang bawal ang bumanga.
Oo, bawal lang mo. Oo. Pero dahil sa PUP, syempre natuto kang humanap ng paraan, naging resourceful ka, nahanap yung mga bagay na yan. Which is nagagamit ko siya ngayon.
Wow. Yeah, that's the true PUPian spirit, di ba? Okay. In one word, describe your PUP journey and why.
Puro, palaban.
Palaban?
Kailangan talaga maging palaban ka sa buhay.
Yes.
Dahil hindi ka magtatagumpay kung mananatili ka lang sa isang sulok nung kung saan ka nasaan ka man.
And palaban, kasi talaga naman kailangan mong maging matapang dun sa
Oo.
nature ng work mo, di
Yung
ba?
PUP, kilalang palaban talaga yan.
Yes. So, you are now a junior
Radio
correspondent. Kwentuhan mo naman kami, Sir LA, kung ano yung mga daily routine mo, anong ginagawa mo.
Junior radio correspondent po ako sa Super Radio DCBB. Ang karaniwang beat ko, police beat. Kasi usually panggabing duty ako.
Yes.
So ang trabaho ko, ay syempre mag-report ng mga crime news. Kung ano yung mga nagaganap sa gabi. Ano yung ibig sabihin, sir, na gabi ay paro patayan? Yung mga crime news, yung mga police stories. Oo.
Mr. LA, last question na to. Oh my gosh. Siguro ano na lang, advice na lang pala. Okay? Ano yung mga advice ko sa mga future journalist, future broadcast journalist? Na PUP yan, ha?
Sa mga taga-COC, yung mga kumukuha po ng journalism, mga broadcast communication research, ituloy nyo lang yung pangarap ninyo. Tandaan nyo palagi na pagka nasa realidad na kayo, kalimutan nyo na matalino kayo. Ang pinakamahalaga ay marunong kang makisama. Kasi kahit gaano ka katalino, kung hindi ka marunong makisama, iiwan ka ng mga tao nasa paligid mo. Pagpatuloy mo lang yung pangarap mo, huwag kang susuko, maging matapang, at siyempre, matuto kang makisama sa taong nasa paligid mo.
Patunay si Mr. L.A. Santos na dating scholar ng bayan noon ay nagsisilbing inspirasyon at nagbibigay karangalan sa ating sintang paaralan ngayon. With that, see you next time. Ito ang Sofa Session. Maraming salamat, L.A. Santos. Nagbabalita. Dennis Noriga.
Sir, change ka rin. Nakadaya na mag-teacher.
Sorry, nadala lang ako. Kasi
Okay na lang.
ang galing kasi niya. Tsaka, na-realize ko, ang hirap pala. Tsaka nakakapagod din magbalita sa radyo.
Tama, alam mo, kailangan marami kang alam.
Oo, totoo.
Tsaka alam niyo ba, isa siya sa pinakabatang radio news anchor sa social media.
Ah, yes, in fairness naman talaga.
So, marami pa kayong aabangan sa mga susunod namin episode.
True.
O kaya kayo, mga schoolmates, para maging updated sa usap-usapan, make sure na you are following your social media account. Just search for www.facebook.com/PUPCreative and follow us on Twitter at
Tweet.
Tweet.
Ayan, don't forget to watch our previous episode
Yes.
at ang episode na to sa ating YouTube channel. Just
Yes.
subscribe at PUP Creative.
Yes, oh, schoolmates! Hanggang sa susunod na usapan dito sa paborito yung online tambayan. Ito ang
Pinakausap-usapan sa Pamantasan!
Ano ko sa tanong mo, sir?
Huwag kang kabahan, kayang-kaya mo to.
Pag-gising ko sa umaga, nag-uulang ka to.
Ay, typical. Gusto ko marinig, paano yung pag-report ni L.A. Santos kapag nagbabar? Oo, syempre sample naman, di ba?
Pero gusto niya aksidente? Dennis, nakakadusay pa dito sa aking harapan. Itong isang hindi pa nakikilalang lalaki, makarang pagbabarilin ng mga hindi pa nakikilalang suspect dito sa Santa Mesa. Puting lab gown, naka-itim na pantalon at napakagandang sapatos.
Emerson is a global technology and engineering leader. We operate in over 150 countries. We are 110,000 employees worldwide. And here in the Philippines, we have over 2,000 employees.
My name is Nikki Florento. I'm from Dell Philippines. I'm handling the university relations and services hiring.
Pagasa Steel supplies concrete reinforcing bars to the Philippines' booming construction industry. We have been the leading supplier of quality steel bars for the past 52 years.
EGS is an Alborica company. It is one of the fastest growing BPO companies in the Philippines right now.
I'm Cecil Venancio and I'm Branding and Communications Director of Sykes Asia.
We don't decide whether you're from a top-tier university or a state university. We decide based on our assessments that includes exams and interviews. Having said that, a lot of Dell's workforce in the Philippines are from PUP.
55 to 80 hires annually, those coming from PUP alone. And as a matter of fact, 14 of the homegrown employees who started from staff and supervisor have been promoted.
Currently, we have 13 employees from the PUP. They're working in a different field, so most of them are an engineer, some are in sales, most of them are in the higher position.
There's a huge pool of students that we can really harvest from. And we know the reputation that they bring. So we're glad that we have a university like PUP that we can rely on for our future employees.
I love the graduates of PUP. They're not only fun to work with, but you can rely on them. They are very, very dependable.
PUP graduates are an exact match and fit to Pagasa Steel's mission and vision.
The reason why we prefer the PUP graduates is the fact that we notice that they have a common denominator, very hardworking. You see, whatever happens, they'd still work. Even if it's raining, they'd still come to work. You give them additional tasks, they'd accept. They are resilient.
Very passionate, aside from being resilient, because we can see that they're very dedicated with their job. And we've seen a lot of PUP graduates, not just in one department.
They turn out to adapt very well and adjust well to our company here in the Philippines. They're productive employees and they stay with us for a long time.
Stand out sa PUP graduate is their loyalty sa company namin. Integrity and ethics, drive for results, intellectual capacity, and adaptability. So when we hire PUPians, they have this kind of competencies.
Of course, they're very intelligent, responsible in a sense, because whenever we meet these graduates and we ask them what are their future plans, they would always come up with answers like helping out their family, or because I'm done with school, I'll help out another sibling. So you would know already that these kids, even before they actually embark on certain work, they already have goals in mind.
They're not maarte, no? Whatever you give them, they know that if it's for the purpose of the job, they will do it. And so they have, they're the ones that survive the challenges of work. They don't shirk away from responsibilities. They're the type who, whatever the job requires, they're up for the challenge.
PUPians enable people everywhere to grow and thrive.
PUP is one of the pillars of the nation because it is an institution that provides good graduates and people who really contribute to the success of the community or to the success of the country.
To all the people associated with PUP, if you're a graduate, congratulations, and you should be proud of yourselves. For those of you that are students, please continue the tradition, the proud legacy that your school has. Some of you, PUP, you work for us now. We appreciate you. We know you're good employees. For those of you that might work for us in the future, please consider us. We'd love to have you. We know that you make a great employee for Emerson.
PUPians, bring everything you are. If you have big ideas, let's talk. Come work where passion meets possibility. You can visit jobs.del.com for opportunities.
Pursue your dreams and work hard for whatever endeavor you will choose. And in the event that you will choose to apply in one of the fastest BPO companies in the Philippines, I would like to invite you to apply in EGS, an Alorica company, because our doors are open for all of you.
To all the PUPians, let's create a science of smile together.
Smart is very happy to have PUP graduates now enjoying their career and let them live more.
Hashtag Sites to PUP. We will support you in more ways than one.
Tara na, maging magkasama na tayo. Mabuhay ang PUP!
Noon pa man, malaki na ang naging bahagi ng mga kababaihan sa lipunang Pilipino. Kaisa sila sa marubdob na paghahangad ng kalayaan ng ating lahi. Kabilang sila sa paglinang ng ating makulay na sining at mayamang kultura. Kasapi sila sa pagtataguyod ng mga adhikain ng kapwa mamamayan at sa pagtugon sa mga pangangailangan ng lipunan. Katuwang sila sa pagtuklas sa mga larangan ng agham at medisina. Kapanalig sila sa pagpapairal ng batas, karapatan at katarungan para sa lahat. Kabahagi sila sa paglilingkod sa bayan at sa pagpapanatili ng demokrasyang Pilipino. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hindi nagmaliw ang kanilang pag-ibig sa ating inang bayan. Mga kababayan, ito ang alay ng mga kababaihang Pilipino para sa bayan. Tumayo po tayong lahat at sabay-sabay nating awitin ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Ayaw magiliw, pero sa silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dilim mo'y buhay. Lupang hiniram, dulot na ng pag-ibig, sa manlulupi. So isang magandang umaga mga ka-isko at ka-isa sa ating mga estudyante ngayon, sa ating mga estudyante ng Polytechnic Universidad ng Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa pagpapaunlak nyo sa aming imbitasyon para maka-attend ng career development webinar sa araw na to. So sa ngayon ang ating college na host ay ang College of Communication, College of Science at ang Institute of Technology. So sa ating mga estudyante, dekano at dekana ng mga kolehiyong ito, maraming salamat po sa pagpapahintulot nyo para sa ating mga estudyante para maka-attend at makarating sa imbitasyon ng Alumni Relation and Career Development Office. By the way, I'm Professor Jane S. Pulma of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, and I will be your moderator for today's event. So alam ko marami sa inyo nagtataka kung bakit laging kinakandak ng ARCDO ang webinar na to. This webinar aims to help the student to grow professionally and personally. I hope that in every webinar, marami kayong matutunan. And at the same time, lahat ng webinar na to, lahat ng umaattend ng webinar na to, lahat ng natutunan nyo guys, maipasa nyo sa ibang tao, sa mga classmates nyo at ibang kakilala. And at the same time, kung sino pang hindi nakakapag-promote ng webinar na to sa inyong mga classmates, pa-like naman, pa-subscribe, and pa-follow naman po ang aming Facebook page sa PUP Career Center at PUP Alumni. At the same time, pa-subscribe sa ArcDo TV para maging updated kayo sa lahat ng events at lahat ng posting ng ating mga industry partners. Diba? So, first, let me discuss the virtual etiquette for today's webinar. May dalawang uri po tayo ng manonood ngayong araw na to. Una, ang Zoom participants. So, welcome sa inyong lahat, guys. So, maraming salamat sa pag-attend sa webinar na to. So, remember to keep your microphone always on mute while this webinar proper is ongoing. And do remember that this webinar is currently on live stream. So, all questions, comments, suggestions, and insight will be addressed mamaya po during the Q&A portion of our industry partners. So, kung ano yung question nyo, pwede nyo naman itanong mamaya using the Zoom chat or you may raise your hands para naman maki-interact sa ating speaker. Para naman sa ating stream participants, sa ating PUP Career Center participants. Ito yung mga stream participants natin. Welcome, guys. You may use the comment section for your comments, insights, and suggestions. You just have to introduce yourself with your name, year, and section, and we will be including your question during the Q&A portion. You just have to make sure to put your name, and at the same time, kahit pa paano, yung four year and section nyo, or kung branches and campuses naman kayo, please do remember to put your campuses para naman ma-acknowledge namin sila. Okay. Para sa lahat, guys, please do remember to always evaluate, di ba? Merong link na ibibigay mamaya para po mabigyan kayo at na-issuehan namin kayo ng office namin ng digital certificate 2 to 3 weeks after the conduct of this webinar. But you just have to make sure to answer that particular link 6 hours after the webinar kasi hanggang doon lang po yung validity or magpo-close na po yung link natin. So, this digital certificate will be given to those who attended, participated, and accomplished the evaluation form given at the end of the session. So guys, alam ko marami kayong tanong. May mga tanong pa ba tayo? So tignan natin kung sino-sino yung ating mga estudyante, sino-sino yung mga kolehiyo na nandito. So nakikita ko, meron tayong galing sa College of Science. Meron tayong mga BS Math, BS Transportation Management. Meron din tayong galing sa Institute of Technology, syempre. Diba? So, marami tayong industry partners at maghapon nyo kaming makakasama ngayong araw na to. Diba? Mamayang hapon may topic tayo. Ang topic natin is resume writing and interview tips with Terra System. Ngayong araw naman ito, hiring for altitude versus hiring for experience, and at the same time, di ba, flexibility and adaptability naman yung topic ng isang industry partner natin ngayon. Okay, so tingnan natin, panoorin natin muna ang ABP ng ating first industry partner. Okay, so our first industry partner is a consulting and a technology service company headquartered in Singapore with a pan-Asia presence. They are a technology-driven consulting adaptation value-added bespoke solution enabling enhance decision support through data analytics, and embracing possibility using cloud. So they are founded on 1997 with 16 offices in Asia and 1,000 plus employees. So let's welcome to discuss about flexibility and adaptability. Let's welcome our industry partner, Thakral One, Mr. Sean Mendoza, Mr. John Barrientos, and Mr. John Lemuel Gonsalvo. Good morning, sirs.
Hi, good morning. This is Ian.
Hi, sorry ma'am. Akala ko yung Ian is Gaisha. So, good morning po. So, you may take away the virtual tour na po. Guys, pabigyan naman si ma'am ng isang masigapong virtual clap. Ayan, ma'am.
Hi, good morning, everyone.
Okay, ma'am. You can take away the virtual tour na po.
So, hello and welcome to Careers in Technology and Analytics, a short webinar hosted by Thakral One. So, technology can be very exciting, especially in a world where changes and innovation are introduced each day. So, but you have ever wondered what goes beyond the screens? Today, we'll be taking a peek behind the curtains and how technology is an ever-growing industry and profession. I'm your host, Ian Mendoza, a technical recruiter in Thakral One and a fellow PUPN. And today, we'll focus on a wide range of topics, highlighting the many opportunities in pursuing technology and data science professions. Are you guys excited? Pa-thumbs up naman dyan! So before we hear from our speakers, let me introduce to you who Thakral One is. So our company is actually celebrating its 25th year in the business already. So let me share with you more about what we do. Thakral One is a consulting and technology services company headquartered in Singapore with strong pan-Asian presence. We focus mainly or primarily around technology-driven consulting, adoption of value-added bespoke solutions, enabling enhanced decision support through data analytics, and embracing possibilities in the cloud. We are a technology company, and we're humbled partnered by globally recognized technology partners such as SAS, Microsoft, AWS, IBM, to name a few. Our people too have very deep technical skills around these various technologies. Thakral One is a family-owned firm. We are parented and supported by the Thakral Group, which is among Singapore's most established homegrown conglomerate founded in 1905. So that's around more than 100 years in business already. In Asia, we have more than 1,000 employees, and we have 16 offices in the region. Our culture or our corporate culture is professionally at family owned or family oriented, and we foster entrepreneurship, innovation, and creative problem solving to our employees. In the Philippines, our office is in BGC, and as a growing unit of Thakral One, we are always on the lookout for people who are passionate about technology, enjoy working with global teams to formulate and implement cutting-edge solutions, and eager to put their hands deep into problem solving and consulting. So I hope you learned a bit about us, but you can also visit our website and follow us in LinkedIn, Facebook, and other social media channels. Also, please pay close attention to our discussions because after our segments, we'll have Q&As, and after that, there will be a pop quiz. Thakral One is very excited as we're also be giving away prizes to the top scorers. Isn't that exciting for you guys? Now, our speakers today are also well-esteemed members of Thakral One. John Rich, a highly skilled data scientist, and John Lemuel, a database administrator. And yours truly, I'll be facilitating the discussion. Technology is a thriving and rising industry in the country. Safe to say, its potential is endless as we're now living in the digital era. So John Rich and John Lemuel will help us paint a picture of the world that we're currently living. Hello, John Rich and John Lemuel.
Hi, Sian.
Hi, Sian. I've been a data scientist for more than 4 years in the healthcare and finance industry. Outside of work, I love playing sports, esports, swimming, traveling, reading fiction, books, and any other activities known to man. Anything is fun for me except folding clothes. It makes my hands dry. Nice meeting all of you.
I have been with the industry for over 7 years in security, infrastructure, and development. Since I was a kid, I was passionate about automating and optimizing systems in place. That's why right now, my main job is to take apart complicated systems and design a new system that would fix existing issues. In my free times, I'm an avid reader and the best game master, board games, tabletops you have ever seen. Looking forward to imparting some of my passion to you.
To start our discussion, John Lemuel and John Rich, could you both please walk us through a typical day for a technologist and a data science professional?
As a data scientist, my day-to-day job is pretty chill. I can work with my own time depending on the project. I know it's a little bit of a steep learning curve in the beginning, but once you have all the necessary templates of codes, plots, procedures, and best practices, everything is very easy. The additional knowledge you need to enrich is when you shift to different industries. For example, I was a data scientist in a healthcare industry in my previous job. Now I am deployed as a data scientist slash engineer in the finance industry. Although the best practices are the same, you still need to know what to do with the data across fields. For example, what is the normal range of blood sugar versus normal range of credit ratings? You need to have like sufficient industry knowledge to detect those anomalies. Is a 9999 blood sugar normal? Do you remove them? Is it a placeholder for null values? Is it an error in the data entry? So you need to know how to deal with those kinds of things. Another case scenario, is it better to add patients with end-stage kidney disease in the selection criteria when predicting utilization of a certain disease, or is it better to remove it? Like for example, when you want to predict the utilization of people with heart failure, for example, would you like your selection criteria to also include people with end-stage kidney disease? People with end-stage kidney disease are more likely to spend more. So if ever you include them in your data set or training data set, it would make your prediction or data a little bit more noisy. In predicting credit ratings, is it better to include kings and queens to your training model, or is it better to remove them? So kings and queens are more likely to have like millions or even billions of money in their savings account. Compare it to the normal population, 99% of the population, 99.99% of our population, which only have like 10,000 to 100,000 of pesos in their savings account. Is it better to include these kings and queens, these kinds of outliers? It would make your prediction a little bit off compared to when you remove them. So it's really up to you on how you want to make your model better. These case scenarios are a little bit different, but the models and methodologies on how to tackle the data is pretty much related. So for example, when you want to like focus more on interpretability of the data, you use like linear regression or logistic regression. When you want to like maximize classification or maximize the prediction and you don't care about predictability, you can use the gradient boosting or random forest. So those kinds of things. So at least you know the best practices on how to apply these models, but you also need to know the best industry practices or industry knowledge across the fields. Going back, once you kickstarted your life as a data scientist, it's a sweet ride after. One of the highest paid and in-demand career where you are in control of your time. Also, a lot are offering work from home setup, so it's like you can work anywhere. Thailand, Korea, etc. And anytime, depending on the client, of course. So 3 months ago, last September, during my birthday, I went to like Thailand to like spend like a month working from home. So I asked my boss if, hey, can I spend like a month here in Thailand working here since all of my work doesn't really need an on-site appearance, something along those lines. And they are okay with it. So yeah, being a data scientist is fun and like very flexible. You'll enjoy it.
Thanks
Yeah.
for that, John Rich. Yeah, so the question was, what was a typical day for me? So basically, to maybe give you an analogy, I'm a firefighter. So when you have fires in your systems, when you have fires in any IT related stuff, that's when you call me. So my main job typically involves taking out fires and ensuring that everything is fine and normal. On the best of days, we're not actually doing much, and that's good. But on the worst of days, we were the last ones to, shut down our PCs to ensure that everything is fine. So my day-to-day life is pretty challenging but fun because you feel purpose in doing things, in resolving issues, in fixing stuff. And it's very challenging in a good way, and it's very satisfying.
Okay, so basically, John's job is more on comparing data, while John Lemel's job is more on being a firefighter. Okay. Next, let's move on to the next question, which is, so given the schedule of yours, John Rich and John Lemwell, how has your background, your education, seminars, and experiences as a whole helped you to become a key player in the industry of technology? So, how did you keep up with the competitive market, with the ever-changing environment that we have right now?
Thanks for the question, Sian. I'll answer first, I guess. First of all, I guess you have to fix your mindset. Um, you have to consider that you may not know it yet, but don't say that hindi ko alam, and mainly focus on hindi ko pa alam. And with that, never forget that nobody's perfect, even your seniors or anyone else. They may be skilled, but I'm sure they don't know everything. So with that, equip yourself, focus on striving and learning, and soon you'll be there with me solving all those issues.
Nice, very inspirational. Okay, so on my end as a data scientist, so data science is a fast-paced field of study. New technologies pop up every day. If you slack off, you are going to be left behind. But don't be alarmed. These technological advancements are very interesting and will surely hook your interest. You'll be curious with the topics and research on it on your own. The technique to be up to date with the current standards is to join all the data science groups across platforms like FB, Twitter, LinkedIn, etc. Join all tech-related seminars and make friends with all the people in a program or activity. And you might not notice it, but the topic of your conversations and knowledge sharing will revolve around the new big thing in tech. Like, for example, metaverse, crypto, AI, automation, etc. So I admit I'm a little bit lucky compared to my peers that I have a solid statistical background, given that I graduated with a bachelor's degree in statistics. That made me have an edge over non-technical fields. But I had colleagues that were former librarians, music teachers, etc. And they were good too. They were amazing at their field and this field. They just need a little bit of an eye opener in the technology domain. They attended data science seminars, trainings, and mentorship programs, and then boom, they're now one of the top players in the industry. So yeah, like this field is like open to all as long as you know the proper tech skills.
Uh, Actually, John Rich, I think what you said was really true in terms of the industry that we have right now. Upskilling, trainings, and seminars. I think that's one of the main concerns of Thakral One, and that's one of those things that we really try to focus on. We try to do focus on mentorship, trainings, and upskilling. So we can equip our consultants so that they can continue to evolve in this fast-paced industry that we have right now. Okay, next question. Now that we're talking about knowledge and skills, of course, as a professional in the technical industry or in the technic industry, we can't just stop there. We can't just stop learning at what we know right now. So John Rich and John Lemuel, let's imagine the future or just further in the future. Where do you think you can see yourself in the upcoming years? So what are the long-term goals that you have or that you've always wanted to achieve or those that you're currently in the process of achieving already?
Philippines is a little bit behind compared to the other countries when it comes to big data, like currently in the current period. A lot of our hospitals and administration is still heavily reliant on pen and paper. If you don't have the data in the system, it's hard for researchers and scientists to utilize these important chunk of knowledge to generate patterns and opportunities for progress. For example, previously I was handling like data, like healthcare data from other countries, and then they have this like like years of like information that I can just get anytime and just play with it anytime. And then using those information, I can like generate patterns and opportunities where we can improve these kinds of like uh, domains or space, right? But don't fret, we are slowly transitioning to big data. We might be a little bit slower, but maybe in your generation, we can be up to par with the global standards. So my goal in the future is to make smart cities. Like, are you familiar with smart cities? It's an infrastructure based around technology where everything is efficient, effective, comfortable, and most importantly, environmentally friendly. Like now we have like smart houses, like you can just say, hi Google or hi Alexa, something along those lines. And then like everything is like, all of the lights will open. So in the future, I want a city that is like those, like AI generated, comfortable, efficient. So I would love to give back to the community or nation as a former scholar like you, UP and like PUP, like all scholars, right? By being part of the minds that will shape this amazing future. Within 10 years, I'm sure you'll graduate by that time, right? So maybe we'll work hand in hand in this field. So I'm saying this right now. Hello, future colleagues.
Thank you, John Rich, for that one. So as for me, my long-term goals, actually, I want to create something that will last, not just in my generation, but maybe in your generation as well. Maybe develop some sort of algorithm, create some sort of encryption or way, maybe create a new whole system that will use in place, name it John Lemuel system. So that is my very big ambitious long-term goal, and that's really why I decided to join tech. As for my more feasible goals in mind in the future, I was planning to take on being this knowledgeable thing in all these platforms and fields and regarding cloud. So I can advise you in everything and anything regarding your systems. Like for example, you have an old website. So how can we convert that website so that 10 million users can access it in a second? Things like that. How can we scale it? But not just in terms of scaling, but how can we reduce the cost? How can we make this 1 million cost, make it into 10,000? So things like that. I really want to be an expert in everything so that I can become a legitimate solutions architect. All right, I'll hand it over to Sian.
Okay, I think John Lemuel, from being a database administrator to a solutions architect in the future, it's really a good thing that you have your goals specifically in mind as you go along or the path that you have. But the good thing here in Thakral is that because we're in IT consulting and we're exposed to different projects, you're not going to be boxed with just a single project over the course of your stay with us. So you're going to have a chance to hone your skills, also be exposed to different projects, different roles, and to different environments that you would learn with or that you'd have learning curves with. And in the future, like you'd want to be a solutions designer in the future, a solutions architect rather, our different or our junior consultants would have to have or would have the same opportunities as well. Before we go to our last questions, of course, there's a general phenomenon that's experienced by many people right now, especially because of the pandemic. Everything has become online already. So this topic is burnout. So being in the tech industry, and this is a very common phenomenon. How do you guys avoid this, or what's like the go-to?
I think it's all about mindset as well. Focus more on the things that you can control, and the things that you can't control, let them be. So don't be stressed out. But it's not easy, not being stressed out. So what else can you do to prevent stress? First, create a boundary between your work life and your personal life. Ensure that you do not cross the boundary. If you have plans with your family and friends, make sure you allot time with them. So with having these boundaries, you can easily swap back from work to personal and personal to work. So you don't think much about anything else. Additionally, have a hobby. So work is not your whole life. Although it's a major part in your life, have some sort of hobby that defines what you enjoy or who you are. I guess that's my 2 cents in the matter. I'll pass the baton to John Rich.
Thanks, John Lemuel. It's a very good insight, and I'll also provide my own 2 cents, like other angle. So, how to avoid burnout? This is a very nice question, and I'll give my personal opinion on this. So, pick a good company that will fit your goals, demands, and culture. If you are new in the industry, pick a company that offers good trainings and mentorship programs like Thakral, right? Not just surprise you with work or not well that you not just surprise you with work that you are not well equipped with. So take the interview process seriously. Companies are looking for the best employees, while you as an individual is also looking for the right fit company. Always ask about the company culture. Do you want a company that is very fast-paced and competitive? Or do you want a company that exhibits quiet competence? I'll give you a one case scenario. I have a Seventh-day Adventist colleague. So part of her religion is to not work after 6 p.m. on a Friday. But our work setup is from 2 p.m. to 11 p.m. She negotiated with her manager if she can work earlier on Friday so that she'll be able to accommodate her religious practices. The manager and the company graciously agreed to her requests. To summarize, in order for you to avoid burnout, you need to look for a company that is a perfect fit for you, an ideal work environment that will make you love your job, like how I love mine. Thanks, Thakral. So yeah, you can find the best company for you in order for you to avoid burnout. On top of those hobbies that John Lemuel suggested, of course, because working is also like a big part of your life, right? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for the both of you. I think because of your experience already in the industry, you're able to gather these points about how to avoid burnout already. Also, I'm very happy to share that during the pandemic, Takral was able to help in terms of not just with uh, the goals professionally of our employees, but also in terms of managing stress and burnout. We're able to have different trainings or seminars like energy management workshop, mental health webinars, healing energy workshop, and also we had different activities that would not just help with team building, but also with the development of the camaraderie within the employees. We had our Christmas gathering, we had our team building last year. So I think these engagements are very important also so that we can like aside from the stress that we develop from work, we also get the positive inputs or positivity from our colleagues also. Okay. Thank you, Lem and John Rich, for this very valuable discussion. My last question focuses more on the different possibilities that these young, brilliant students from PUP can pursue in the technological industry. So, what are the jobs that they can pursue in the tech industry?
Okay, I'll go first because I'm very excited to like suggest you my recommendation. And I will give you a bias recommendation. So learn statistics and some programming languages like R, Python, and SQL, and be a data scientist. High paying, in demand, flexible, you can work anywhere, and most importantly, will still be relevant in the future. The skill set you will have as a data scientist will make you employable in all fields because of your research-oriented background. So yeah, I hope in the future I can see or I can add you to my connection as like data scientist.
Thank you, John Rich. I guess I'm one of the more qualified person to answer this because I swap fields a lot. So you may not know this, but actually my job started in security, so more on the antivirus, things like that. And then I went to production support where, firefight, things like that. So what I do now, and then I went into development where I focus on creating softwares to provide for users. So just for my advice or maybe the different possibilities is IT is not all about coding. So I hear a lot of people like, I don't know how to code. I can't become an IT. Don't worry. There are a lot of fields and possibilities in IT, specifically networking, where you don't touch any code, other configurations and stuff. So just find something you are passionate about in IT, and I'm sure there's already a field created there for you. I guess that's my answer.
Okay, thank you for the both of you. You're talking on a more technical side. Let's talk more on our side. Students if are not exposed to programming or what you mentioned, or they're not in a computer related field and they're interested to join in the information technology industry, there are also different possibilities like in the business development, project management, finance, and HR that are open fields in the information technology and are also very important facets within the organization. So I think they'd be interested to join us as well. To share with you, I'm a graduate of BS Entrepreneurship, but look where I am now. I'm working in the IT industry for more than 6 years already. So I think if you're interested and you mentioned if that's something that you're passionate about, I think there's no room for you to be stuck in a field or in a role that you're not interested in. Thank you, John Lemuel and John Rich, for this wonderful and very fruitful discussion. I hope our students learned a lot, and to test their learning, we're gonna be having a quiz game after this Q&A portion. Stay tuned, prizes are at stake. Hi guys! Has curiosity kicked in already? For sure, naging curious kayo and medyo bitin yung discussion that we had. Because of the probability or a lot of questions has arise or may arise, we're giving an opportunity to ask our speakers in the question and answer portion. For this segment, together with John Rich and John Lemuel, we'll also be joined by our esteemed leads, Louis Alberto, Talent Acquisition Manager under Business Analytics, and Lucy Colada, Senior Recruitment Executive. Students at this point may raise their hand or ping us whenever they want to ask anything. So you guys may ask anything under the sun at this point. Anything that the team can answer for you guys. Oh, I think a question has already been shared with us. May I know if our speakers are already ready to answer such questions? Thumbs up naman dyan, guys. Okay, so let's start with our first question. What do you think is the purpose of what you do as a practitioner in the IT industry? Who'd be interested to answer this first?
Um, I can answer it. Hi. Can you see me?
Yes,
Hello?
yes, we can see you.
Okay, so what do you think is the purpose of what I do as a practitioner in the IT industry? So my purpose as a researcher slash data scientist is to use historical data to improve and shape the future. We already have this beautiful chunk of important information. The question is, what do we do with it? How will we use it? What other opportunities can we explore given the current amount of information?
Okay, thank you so much for that. Any other answers?
I guess I'll answer as well.
Okay.
Yeah, so my job would be basically if you try to use an application or something, and sometimes you find it loading, and you get irritated or angry because you've been waiting for 5 seconds. Well, our job is to optimize that, ensure that the data fetches and the load fetches. So when you use an application and you don't see any loading, I guess that's our purpose.
Okay, thank you so much for that, for giving our students an idea of what you do on a daily basis. Okay, we had another question from the group. So, what are some personal management skills that you could advise to aspiring professionals? And how can they prefer themselves in the corporate world? Who'd be the first to answer?
I'll answer first, I guess.
Okay.
Before, I was pretty confident with my memory, but over time, I realized that it's not a cheat to take notes or create notes for yourself. So write all those notes. So ensure that everything that you do is documented. That way, you have notes to look back to. So it's not just in college that you have to take notes, guys.
Okay. Actually, guys, on my end, because I'm a graduate of BS Entrepreneurship and I'm currently working in recruitment, in IT recruitment specifically, when I started, I really didn't have an idea of what I'm going to do in the industry. I really started from scratch, and I know IT professionals and students graduating from college, it's going to be the same for all of us. So you can equip yourself with trainings. That's what they told you earlier. And also at this point, you're still in the early stages of your college your college days. You can already create your LinkedIn account, join trainings and seminars, connect people within the industry that you're interested to join. So that when you start looking for work, you'd have the connection. You'd also have like the basic knowledge and skills that you would need and to empower yourself. That's gonna be your edge when you start looking for opportunities already. So I think that's very important. Okay. Any other inputs from our team?
I can add inputs.
Okay.
Personal management skills. One important skill I would like to highlight is the growth mindset. Data science is pretty broad. A growth mindset will let you soak up all the learnings from that extensive range of topics and make you survive career-wise in this fast-paced industry. Also, just to add to like what John Lemuel said about taking down notes, you can also record it if you would like a complete a complete information of the meeting, but always ask the participants of the meeting because you don't want to get sued, right? Yeah, that's
Yes,
all.
definitely. Taking down notes is a must when you're really starting in the industry. Okay, last question. Uh, because definitely when you are in the industry already, you're gonna be collaborating with team members. So, what do you feel is like you learned as you grow along in the industry? That's the important points to consider, or that's the important factors or takeaways with collaboration with your colleagues.
Mm, I can answer first. So my takeaways. Always assume that you are not perfect. You might have blind spots in your logic and methodologies. And the best way to limit errors is to always present and validate your work to your colleagues. Take constructive criticism gracefully and grow together with your coworkers. And in that way, you'll have like a healthy working environment. Thank you.
Okay. So you're talking about also a point is to always be humble. You're not gonna be perfect within the group. You're gonna have mistakes as you go along, and you would need help from your colleagues as well. So we always have to be humble, even if we know things or we would need ideas from colleagues as well. Any other points from John Lemuel as well?
Yeah, for me, for having a good collaborative team is just don't forget to ask questions. So, um, I guess in our field, there's a saying that there's no stupid questions because it's better that you ask now and I can explain it instead of you doing something that might, take a system down for about 2 days. So yeah, just ask. Don't fear that they might think that you don't know anything or such because IT, especially in Thakral, are always willing to help you learn and grow.
Okay, that's why we have our mentors here in Thakral to help us grow within the organization by asking questions, a lot of questions. Okay, so if I don't think we have any more questions, no, I think we're all good. So thank you guys for the very interesting and thorough-provoking questions also. So now we're gonna have a pop quiz. So yes, it's a quick refresher to ensure that you have been very attentive to today's discussion. The first three students to get the highest score gets to win a prize. So we'll be reaching out to you guys on how you're gonna be getting the prize with us. So you have 5 minutes. You're given 5 minutes to answer these questions, all from the discussion from our team earlier. So, guys, 5 minutes starts now. By the way, guys, here's the link. You can access it from the QR code.
Pwede bang sumali sa game?
Haha, I think you already know the answers. Let's give the students of PUP an opportunity for prizes.
Yeah. I think maganda yung prizes eh.
Oo nga.
Grabe naman yung sound ng timer. Parang nakaka-pressure.
Oo nga eh. Parang mala Squid Game. Last 1 minute, guys. Time's up. 5 minutes over, guys. Well, as discussed or as shared earlier, we'll be reaching out to the winners personally to claim their prizes. And with that, our webinar comes to a close. We would like to thank PUP for giving us this opportunity. And we would also like to thank our participants for engaging in our discussions. The questions that you have shared earlier, we really hope that it would help you and that you have learned something from this webinar as well. We hope that this will inspire you to pursue a career in the IT profession. So once again, this is Ian from Thakral One. That's www.thakralone.com/careers on our website and at Thakral One on social media. So make sure to follow us for more job vacancies and keep striving for excellence, guys. Before we go, allow us to share a recent team building video. Thank you and good morning, everyone. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay, so maraming salamat po sa ating Thakral One. Maraming salamat, industry partner, for sharing with us your experience and expertise about the subject flexibility and adaptability. So maraming salamat po. So in behalf of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office, maraming salamat and taking your time off and sharing your expertise and experience to our KAIS po and KAIS ka. Para naman sa ating next industry partner po, baka po pwede naman pong pa-share ang ating manood or ating site na PUP Career Center Facebook page. So, and at the same time po, para naman sa next industry partner natin, panoorin natin ang susunod na APP ng ROC company. Okay. So, sino nga ba ang ROC.PH Digital Marketing Services? The ROC Digital Marketing Services is a startup digital services provide platform in a web development, online marketing. So, sila yung tumutulong sa mga industry pagdating sa online marketing they provide online marketing. And at the same time, meron silang marketing tech and marketing tech analyst sa kanilang digital test about Aptitude versus hiring for skills. Let's Mr. Oliver Clarin of ROC.PH Digital Marketing Services. Good morning po. Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning. Narinig ba ako? Loud and clear?
Good morning, sir.
Hello, good morning.
Sir,
Narinig po ba ako?
audible naman po kayo so far. So, please provide sir ng isang masigabong virtual clap. Yes, good morning, sir. Yes, good, sir. Audible po. Naririnig po namin kayo, sir. Audible po. Sir, naririnig po.
Okay po, I'll just...
Sir, naririnig namin kayo.
Yes po, bali po, I'm trying to share my screen. Naka-disabled
Okay.
pa
So,
ako.
habang okay, sir. Okay ka na po ba? Audible na po ba?
Okay na po. Yes po, I think
Okay
narinig
na
ko
po.
na po kayo. Di ko lang po
Okay,
ma-share
sir.
yung screen.
Okay, sir. Ayusin lang po ng technical natin para po mabigyan kayo ng co-host.
Okay po, salamat po.
Okay, sir. So,
Okay, so
okay.
while waiting siguro, Miss Jane, I just want to say hi to everyone, to PUP.
Okay, sir.
Say hi naman
Okay,
kayo
sir.
sa comment box. Hi
Okay, sir, you
po.
can take away the virtual floor na po para at least masulan nyo sila, ha?
Okay po.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay pa, so nakikita na po ang screen.
Yes, sir. Visible na po.
Okay, so Um, okay, so I'll be sharing what is the hiring for aptitude and hiring for skills. So before I started the topic, I will just to share sino ba si Ron Oliver Clarino or what is ROC is all about. So I started to create it website since 2007. So yun yung first Jomla project ko. So yung mga millennials and mga nasa late 20s o mga nasa early 30s, I think si Jomla yung naalala natin. So from that, I created more websites and doon na pumasok yung virtual assistant and e-commerce na mga online stores. So after I undergo with the acceleration on DepEd, nag-focus ako sa international projects and working at home. So I've also been senior web developer ng isang US company. And as a creative design and IT data department manager sa isang e-commerce platform and working as a marketing manager sa New York sa isang luxury brand buying site and everyone knows Amazon. So I'm the one of the marketing manager ng Amazon. It's called Audible. That is electronic books. Yeah, under ng isang performance agency sa New York. And after that, doon ako nag-start sa tech startup. So I started to understand the fintech or financial tech startup. So I've been their marketing manager. And after that, I started my own tech startup. So that's we founded the ROC.PH. So the journey from having a tech startup is very exciting kasi after few months we've been part of Go Negosyo, mentor me ng DTI and mentor ng BIMS. So from that Go Negosyo, one of the things that my mentors are saying, Ron, bakit puro international clients yung kinukuha mo? Why don't you focus on the local or magkaroon ka na advocacy sa company mo or transport it? So I take the challenge and in 2017 from international, I go with the local businesses, mga Pinoy CEOs and owners, and creating a startup platform by 2008. So from 2019, we started the platform, and from 300 to 1,000 to 1,300 MSME subscribers. So we have so for that. So aside from the tech startup, I've been also doing a academic speaking for marketing and IT topics, and also doing a judge for the mga final defense daw tawag or capstone. So and after that I also invited to Go Negosyo events and mga government DTI and DICT events ng to talk regarding tech startup marketing and strategies and related. So currently ROC .PH has a more than 1,500 subscribers. They are all micro and small enterprises. So meron tayong popular na milk tea shop dito na nationwide na merong stores, agri, and so on. So ano ba si ROC? Kasi normally naririnig kasi natin is yung mga traditional concept ng mga IT and marketing agency. The different part of ROC is we offer a limited graphic design, online marketing, and virtual assistant na fix lang yung monthly fee sa mga subscribers nito. So, our past events is after ng mentee ng Go Negosyo, we've been part of forum panelists ng DTI Region 4A. We've been also one of the 100 tech startup recognized sa Digital Summit ng Go Negosyo. And we've been also finalists and semi-finalists or winner of Philippine Startup Challenge ng 2021. So, kung merong mga IT and comsci dito and entrepreneurship. So, you know this challenge on the ICT. And last year, we've been part of an event of the ICT as a features as a successful startup in Calabarzon and Mimaropa. And we are one of the 100 tech startup showcase ng Kubo ng Philippine Startup Week 2022. Okay, so punta na tayo sa journey nyo sa ROC.PH. Okay, ano nga ba ang hiring for Aptitude? So it is a individual's inherent competence to undertake a specific task, sometimes learning a specific skills, sometimes naman is natural na nagagawa niyo na pala yun, or isang gift na yon na skill na kailangan lang naman i-improve at i-grow. So number one is yung mental ability. So this is a more on critical thinking, and then yung ability to do some multitasking, and mabilis maka-remember ng mga information. Okay, so the next one is natural flair. Yan yung natural talent. For example, I think meron ako nakita ditong math. So I think if you're a math student, so probably that is your natural flair or flair. That's why you take up that major or course. May mga iba naman tayo sa mga pintor. Yun. So next one naman is intelligence. So ito is yung composed ng different abilities to interact, to work out together and produce overall individual intelligence. So sometimes they can form as multiple skills into one team. So, and ano ba yung types ng human intelligence? Yan. So, fluid intelligence tayo. So, ito yung mga nagagawa natin ng mga skill na wala pa experience pero nagagawa natin. So, for example, nito yung baby pa lang mahilig na sa puzzle, and then yung mga maze game sa mga toddler or mga kids, yun. So, yan yung mga samples ng fluid intelligence natin. So, ang crystallized intelligence naman natin is when you answer a math problem. Yan isa sa mga questions, mga samples natin dito, or mga formulas yun. So if you are math student or related, so I think you have this intelligence. So different type of aptitude test naman. So we have verbal ability test. So for example is spelling, grammar. So normally nakikita natin yan sa mga exams. Yan. So revision, yung mga spellings, yan. So abstract. So normally, when I did my acceleration twice, so most of the questionnaires are abstract, and ito they will be testing you to how to check what is the different and what is the unique of the certain choices. And then the virtual reasoning naman is we will be talk about virtual data. So solution and then questions. So you have to identify, evaluate. Yun. So we have here na yung circles or ano yung solution. So we have sa mga architecture related, yan, sa mga designs, normally meron tayong tinitake na ganito mga test, hindi lang natin napapansin. Kasi normally yan yung mga nasa initial or kaya mga nasa shortlisted test or final interview na. Yan. So, kasi situational. So, yan yung mga normally na ini-interview na kayo or may mga questions kayo, may mga questions si HR or yung recruiter na situation question at paano mo siya i-deal ng ayon sa position na meron kayo. Yan. So, or decide the position na ina-applyan mo. We have a spatial reasoning. So sometimes bricks, sometimes other shapes then. So you have to check kung ano yung possible na pwedeng i-rotate yan. So sometimes that is on the written exam na encounter natin into interviews. And what is hiring for skills naman? Yan. So a skill is skill-based hiring or straightforward. So normally ito ay napapractice na para sa mga para sa desired na position or mga, I think sa school, normally inuhon kayo, binibigyan pa kayo ng additional skill set na at least ma-discover ng isang individual. So para maging more qualified sa qualification ng isang job position. So ano nga ba ang siyam na skills na hinahanap ng ROC.PH? So number 1 is critical thinking. So most of us are doing a decision. So sometimes nasa company handbook pero may mga isolated questions and scenarios na kailangan ng ganitong skill. So sometimes we are giving you sa situational questions and paano mo siya susolusyonan or magbibigay ng mga suggestions para maging solution driven ang lahat or ng isang applicant na nadi-decide ng recruitment team natin. So collaboration. Sometimes meron tayong mga introvert. Isa akong introvert. So tawag na nga nila sa akin ngayon introvert extroverted. Meron palang galong term. So lately ko lang din nalaman 'yon. So for that sometimes di natin nalalaman na meron pala yung kasama natin sa work, sa yung mga klase natin na hindi natin masyado nakausap pero meron pala tayong mga same interest or minsan naman mas maganda rin na nakikita natin yung mga opposing points of view ng isang kasama natin para makapag-form tayo ng magandang solution or suggestion when it comes to the meetings. Okay, leadership, ito. So, even sa non-management jobs, kailangan itong leadership skill na to. Kasi sometimes you have to motivate yourself. Yun. Alam natin na you're doing OJT kasi gusto natin matapos yung oras para makagraduate na. And then yung iba naman, gusto naman na kasi I'm applying for this job kasi kailangan ko. Yeah, I understand that. But mas maganda rin na meron din tayong sariling personal goal. And then, minamotivate natin by learning from our supervisors, company supervisors, or our managers. At least, mas magyuyun pa yung leadership skills natin para sa mga gusto mag-upgrade ng position o ma-promote or maging long-term sa company like sa ROC.PH. And then creativity. So, we have every day we are talking about creativity. So, ano ba yung pwedeng gawin na social media post or branding tone sa isang milk tea shop o kaya naman sa isang finance startup company o kaya naman even crypto. Meron kaming crypto client din. Paano ba namin pabibigyan ng information na mas lalong maintindihan when it comes to creativity. Yun. So, ito yung isa sa mga gusto namin makita or ma-meet na mga applicants. So, written communication. So, this is more on our content. Even though not on our content writers, we make sure that we understand or we are able to translate the information or the thing that you want to say to other employees or to your managers or supervisor or even to the other department. Yeah, so next is coding. Yan. Ito yung sa mga database administrator natin o kaya yung IT and ComSci natin na mga related course. Yan. So, we love to see. Yan. So, yung coding skills mo that you know the basic principles of HTML, yan, you have a good basic knowledge in CSS and other platforms. So I think this you are one of the person that we are willing to meet in the in ROC.PH. And time management. So since that we have multiple clients and we are a platform, so unlike sa traditional concept agency na they have meetups, calls, and emails and text message, sa ROC we are more on centralized messaging system sa mga clients natin. So sometimes they have multiple inquiries, different companies that they're chatting, and then you have some tasks to do. So everything is on the system, but also mas maganda rin na yung sa skills natin that you know how to manage yourself even though na may mga sunod-sunod na tasks or merong mga unexpected na binibigay sa yung supervisor mo. At yun yung isa sa mga things na magandang trait para sa isang candidate sa isang position na hinahanap ng isang company. And then data management, yan. So, since that we are work from home or work from everywhere kami, so we also we can translate this one is on the Google Drive. I think most of us knows Google Drive, but sa ROC.PH we call it Work Drive. So we have a file management system, and you have to put there kung paano mo ina-analyze yung mga spreadsheet, yung mga customers, yung mga report, and so on, na maging organized siya. Yan. So, customer service, ito. So, most of our client services team members are talking to our clients. We have partner services who's talking out to our partners. They're always day-to-day talking and chatting and sending emails to them. So this is one of the first thing that we can add to our skill set para alam ng isang employer or supervisor mo that you can talk to them at the same time you can solve a customer's problem with na hindi na kailangan ikaw i-micromanage. Yan. So ano ba difference ng hiring sa aptitude and hiring skills? So first, sa aptitude is a natural ability. Ulitin natin yung kung kaya mo, yung bata ka pala, crossword puzzle ka na, or kaya nakapag-paint ka na, yan. So sa skills, pwede mo siyang ma-learn. Number one yan sa school, like sa PUP. So alam ko marami sa inyong sinishare ang mga teachers and professors ninyo na mga knowledge na nagagaling at natututunan ninyo. Yan. So one of that is artistic. Sa aptitude naman is like I said earlier, yung merong mga square and then you can form it into a something na maging paint, or nagpe-paint na tayo, or meron tayong coloring book na pwede tayong gumawa ng isang artwork. Yun. So sa skills naman, so normally it's Adobe. Yun. Sometimes Canva. Yun. So you have to make it more on technical aspect for that. Okay, so next naman is sa mechanical. So sa aptitude is more in planning on how you do to be a solution driven sa isang problem sa isang machine. Yan. So normally it's all more in critical thinking yan, but when it comes on the skills, they will teach you on how to use the machine, like computer, like the machine that we see in that. So next naman natin is physical. So when it comes to sa physical, normally yung kaya normally yung mga working students diyan or sa food store. So inaano natin, so paano ba natin i-store yung mga boxes? Paano ba natin i-organize yan? And then paano natin ma-manage yung time natin? Yun sa kung maraming mga deliver from time to time. And then the skills naman for the physical is when you want to become a dentist or doctor or nurse, so you have to learn more on how the proper way of doing such profession or the activities related dun sa profession na gusto mong i-forgo or i-proceed. Yan. So organizational naman. So like I said earlier, ito organizing time, schedule sa aptitude. So you also think kung si boss ang daming schedules for the day. So like JM is here, one of our attendees here. He's our office secretary, and di niya alam kung may mga schedules ako today, but kailangan i-reschedule na lang sa afternoon. Yan. So, and then we also have organizational skills na sige, para ma-organize to, we will be having an Excel. Sometimes we have a Google Calendar para ma um, para maging more organized. Yun. So we're adding platforms or technical platforms yun para sa yun, and then sa technological aptitude naman. So sometimes ito yung isa sa mga naging trabaho ko before, is nung nagsisimula pala ako, naging technician ako sa cellphone, yan, so saka sa laptop that time. So more on software. So pero ito sa technical, so they are putting some inaayos niya yung isang laptop, probably sa sa memory to, or hindi nagpa-function yung OS. Yan. So sa skill naman tayo, so they are checking the codes. Yan. So kung meron bang mali, minsan may error, yan, dyan pumapasok yung coding skills natin. Okay, so I think this is thank you, and I would like to share you 2 videos that that may given you some inspiration to be part of ROC. Okay, and then I think I'll be sharing our metaverse experience sa ROC.PH.
Here in ROC.PH, there is a fun virtual experience that feels like you're in the actual office. In the virtual office, there will be a registration form at the entrance before proceeding to your workplace department. It also has a feature where you can customize your own character. You are free to talk with your workmates and be able to go to the canteen during break hours. Feels like a real office.
Here at ROC.PH, I feel empowering, and I found an encouraging and comfortable thing that I'm always excited to be able to have a productive and fulfilling day.
Here in ROC, we have a good training in terms of web development and creative front-end design.
ROC.PH helped me in enhancing my computer and website development skills. ROC.PH also encourages me to explore more and adding new knowledge being an IT student.
The internship was tough and fascinating. I gained experience, particularly in managing teams, as I advanced and demonstrated that you study not just for yourself, but also to share what you learn with others.
In my experience in ROC.PH company, their employee and other intern, especially the general manager, which is Sir Ron Oliver Clarin, is very approachable and very kind to their new intern, and I am the one of those who will prove that this is good company and reliable company, and your skill and experience will grow. And I'm from Department Digital Operation Multimedia. Thank you.
And in my experience in ROC.PH, their employee and other interns or other staffs, especially the general manager, Sir Ron Oliver Clarin, is very kind and is very approachable to their new interns and other interns. And I am one of those who will prove that this is a good and reliable company that you can gain skills and experience and also enhance your skills.
As a college intern, I have so many experiences in ROC.PH, especially many challenges of being internship and providing classes and activities in every week. That gives me a lot of coordination skills and always focus on the function of the company.
So far, being an intern here in ROC.PH is quite challenging and fun. It helps me to step out of my comfort zone through socializing with my teammates whenever there are tasks that we should do together, and it also helps me in my growth in designing.
You know, the finest part about this ROC.PH was the fantastic organization I discovered. Through this experience, I gained more than just a knowledge. I gained hands-on experience and learned that this is something that I am not only good at, but love. ROC.PH is a big on extending gratitude. So I have a gratitude for ROC.PH, especially the general manager, Sir Ron Oliver Clarin. He is kind and approachable person.
And my experience with ROC.PH is very fun and exciting. I can also make practice of the things I've learned from my subjects.
Working in ROC.PH is a great experience as it gives me the opportunity to apply the learnings from school in grade. ROC.PH is also a great organization where you can learn life and work skills as you can use it in your future career.
It's a great opportunity to be part of the company because I experience real job where I can learn so many things and experience interacting with my colleagues since we use virtual office.
The work I experience here in ROC.PH is how work in face-to-face feels like. They provide us working station here to not feel out of place or feel like work from home.
I'm currently an intern at ROC.PH from the engineering department. In my time here in ROC.PH, it helps me a lot to improve my time management, as well as ROC.PH taught me how to manage company portals, and it taught me how to gain more knowledge, and it helps me develop my skill set. It also gave me a chance to work with diverse professionals.
Under public relations. So as a college intern, I have been able to experience what it feels like to be at the office and at the same time to be challenged with a different task assigned every week.
This is Bernadette Bocalan from San Beda University, a finance trainee. So through ROC, I was able to meet many good people and also be part of the internal process of the company, which provides good opportunity for me.
During my stay in the company, I worked in the Business Development Department and Project Management Department as the team leader. Working as a team leader is both a privilege and a responsibility. Project management is a subject that I learned in school, but I had really no idea how critical it really is in the workplace. I'm thankful for the opportunity provided by ROC.PH. Not only did I get practice with one skill, but it also pushed me to learn and improve other important abilities that employers look for, such as people skills and lead generation for business development. My time here was spent primarily on explorations, and I would not forget ROC.PH if I were to pursue project management at any point in the future.
Okay, so thank you. And if you want to explore more about ROC.PH, or do you want to apply as a college intern or first time applicant, so you can visit our careers portal, careers.roc.ph. and then uh, you can post your name, you can say as a question or something, since that this is a last minute prize, so we will be picking JM and Adrian, one of our team members in ROC.PH, will picking um five participants. So you can send hi or you can ask question. Um, and then i-PM kayo ni JM and Adrian for your GCash number. Okay, so any questions, I'm happy to answer it.
Maraming salamat, sir. So, maraming salamat, ROC Philippines. So, guys, may tanong po ba tayo kay sir?
Yeah, okay. So,
okay.
If you just want to say hi, it's okay. Just chat on the chat box, and Adrian and JM will ask your GCash number.
Okay. So, guys, may tanong po ba tayo? Kasi kung wala na, mukhang masasayang ang GCash ni sir. Tama ba? Sorry, sir.
Okay, so
okay.
I think
Ayan,
Charlene.
mukhang...
Okay, thank you. And then someone, JM and Adrian will PM you for your GCash number.
Okay. So, again, sir, maraming salamat. Sir Ron Oliver, maraming salamat. ROC.PH. So, guys, kung kailangan nyo siya, pwede naman kayo mag-email at i-like and subscribe nyo rin ang kanilang Facebook page at pa-visit na rin po ang mga company website ng ating mga industry partners. So guys, the link for digital certificate is already posted sa ating Zoom chat and Facebook page. So to be able to receive your certificate, you may click the link and evaluate. Okay, by the way, this is Professor Jane S. Pulma of the Alumni Relation and Career Development Office signing off at Matane. I'll see you soon, guys. So, ito na po ang himno ng PUP.